Hi guys, and welcome back to Tommy's Starcraft. This is your host Tommy with another Starcraft Remastered replay for you guys. Once again, we have a great engagement in between these two pro players from the South Korean scene. So let me just start by introducing the players to you guys. As we have spawning here in the upper left part in the white, it is Mind. And his opponent spawning here in the 1 o'clock position in the brown, it is Flash. Of course, many of you guys know, should of course know, Flash is considered to be the best gamer in Starcraft, and yes, sadly I don't know when exactly this game has been played, so I don't know the exact year from this, but then of course it is Flash. And let's not also forget Mind in here. He's also a very talented and strong player from the South Korean scene. So South Korea versus South Korea here on Othello, Terran versus Terran. Let's just see exactly what they have prepared for us. Of course, in matchups like this we will be seeing very likely lots of mechanical units, some tanks, some Wraiths, some Goliaths could be a possibility, but then again we might also see some Wraiths, we might also see some battle cruisers. So yeah, let's just see exactly what they have prepared for us, as Mind is opening up here with a supply depot. The same can be said here by Flash, placing that supply depot once again very close to his minerals in here. And yeah, pretty standard stuff here by both players, so nothing out of the ordinary, no early aggression, no barracks rush in here, even though it could be a possibility to place your barracks a little bit more far out of your base and just start an attack with some marines, with some SCVs, with some bunkers against your opponent, but it is very hard to execute. And yeah, it's the pretty standard open up here for both players. There's that barracks here for Mind. There is his gas. Let's just check the gas from Flash. So the timing is pretty much the same in here by both players, as we still are continuing here. Of course, you guys know in the year 2021 Flash is currently serving in the South Korean army, so I hope that he gets treated well. I hope of course that he comes back into gaming and that he restarts also posting on YouTube and also streams as well on a platform which I guess I'm not allowed to say because it is YouTube, of course. So yeah, really good stuff here by him. He continues here with a supply depot. Let's just check the timing here for the supply depot from Mind. So pretty nice mirror stuff in here as we are closing it at the 3-minute mark. So there's that factory here for Mind, and there is the factory from Flash in here, as no marines have been built here by Flash. And let's just see, Mind is actually going for one marine, then uplifting here his barracks just to scout here the map. So Flash already moving out here on the map. Luckily here for Mind, his SCV is heading into the right direction, as Flash also will use this barracks as a scouting device in here. Same can be said here of course by Mind, and the first barracks should be, the first factory should be finished really soon. So yeah, let's just see what the difference is going to be in here. As Mind is coming in, he sees the factory, he also sees this fast expansion, and the timing once again is pretty much the same here for both players. So with the 3-minute and 30-second count, they both are expanding indeed. So yeah, Flash is still searching here for his opponent. His barracks slowly but steadily is closing in into the right position. The same can be said here pretty soon about his SCV, as the first vulture is already out here for a Mind. The same can be said here for Flash. So the timing until now pretty much same, the same build order here by both players, as Flash is chasing here this SCV away, but at the same time in comes this one vulture. So the first shots have been fired here by Mind against the vulture in here. Flash is trying to out micro here his opponent. Really nice stuff here by him. Both players are trading blows, but in the end Mind's vulture of course will take the victory, as in comes Flash here with his SCV. The SCV has also been killed, so early on a really nice advantage here for Mind, as he's now even repairing here his vulture. So in comes the barracks. He's going to spot here the main, he's going to see this factory, and let's have a look, is another factory being constructed? Of course there is, as Mind is also transferring here his SCV into this position. The same can be said here by Flash. So the build order once again the same build order. Second factory is for Flash, the second factory here for Mind as well, as the siege tank is already being pushed out here by Mind. Let's check Flash, what's he going for? Perhaps also for a siege tank. There is his siege tank here as well. We can also see it in the upper left part, the production. In here Flash is also going for his armory for those upgrades. very much crucial in here. Now let's have a look. Nothing still out of the ordinary. Of course, we're very early here into this game. Flash is trying to snipe this power generator, perhaps to create more space here for his army. And yeah, 5 minutes it is. The same can be said here by Mine. So both players doing pretty much exactly the same thing as if you're a Terran playing on Tele. You can of course check these build orders and see exactly what is to be done, get inspired by these two pro gamers. And yeah, let's just have a look at the follow-up as things are settling down, of course, a little bit. Both players are preparing their macro-oriented game. Let's just see when exactly the second expansion is going to be built, what exactly the next plans are, when the many more... we have a Stargate here actually being placed by Flash. And let's check the main here. So this could be a difference here in between these two pro players. No, actually, Mind also going for that star port in here. So we might see some race build up by him. We might see some dropship harassment in here, as Flash is even having 2 Goliaths in here, of course, to kill this scouting barracks as fast as possible. We have a first engagement in here. Nice snipe here by Mind in here, but his tank is also going to get sniped. And at the same time, those 2 Goliaths also closing in here into the tank from Mind. But this could be a nice trade here for both players. So in the end, only a tank and a Goliath is being left in here. So a nice early micro game here by both players, trading here blows. Still Flash continues here with, interestingly enough, many more Goliaths in it is, so no tanks and vultures. He's actually opting to go for some Goliaths, so in comes Mind with 3 tanks in here. So of course Flash needs to be careful, those tanks are very good against those Goliaths. 1 Goliath even hurt in here, so he has to retreat. Mind is still pushing forward, so Flash has to of course pull some SCVs. But I don't think that Mind has that siege ability yet. 1 Goliath has been sniped, some SCVs are taking damage in here. So Mind with a good early game in here. So there is that 1 siege tank here for Flash, as he has sniped here 1 tank. So nice hidden siege tank here for Flash, nicely defensively being used here by him, as Mind has to retreat a little bit in here. There's that starport. Let's just see what's he building. Is going for some dropships. I believe the same can be said here by Flash, as he's even pumping more and more factories out. So dropship harassment it is going to be here for Flash, already moving out here with his dropship. 1 tank and 2 Goliaths into it. And let's just see where exactly is going to drop. Perhaps, oh, he's trying to snipe here this 1 SCV. Interesting enough, but already taking some damage in here. So this siege tank is in the red. He has to pull back and repair it as we're closing in slowly but steadily at the 10-minute mark in here. At the same time, Flash is perhaps going to try to expand into this position, as he already has prepared here his siege tanks. And yeah, nice positioning game in here, as Flash is moving, interesting enough, out with 3 SCVs in here, perhaps just through wishing to choose another point for his expansion. Perhaps the 6 o'clock position. Let's just see exactly what he is going to, or perhaps it was just a bad rally. But then again, I don't think that this will happen to Flash. So in comes the first harassment in here. Dropships versus dropships, tanks versus tanks. Let's just see who's going to be the victor here, as Mind has just pulled back in here because Flash just had too many units in here, as Flash is slowly but steadily going to secure here this position, even attacking here this 1 SCV. Pretty soon he is very likely going to expand into this position with this 1 SCV. Interestingly enough, these SCVs are still hiding here around the map. I don't know what the purpose of this is going to be. Perhaps just going to scout the map, just to have vision, as much vision as possible. And the same can be said here by Mind, as he's also going to expand into this position. He already has 3 dropships in here, so this could be a great move out here. Some tanks are being left behind for defensive purposes in here. And let's just see exactly what position is Mind going to choose, as also he's also sending out here some SCVs. And there is Flash wishing to snipe, of course, this 1 SCV in here. And we need to be very careful at the minimap in here, as we once again have a good engagement in here. Mind going for those dropships, but Flash is retreating for now. Nice SCV into this position. Still so many SCVs spread here around the map for Flash, as we might have an engagement into this position. Siege tanks are sieging up. 1 might be taken out in the end, but 1 Goliath also dropping very low in here. So there are those dropships as they're sniping once again 1 SCV. So 4 dropships already here for Mind, playing a really nice game here against his opponent, as Flash is still wandering around the map. He did not decide to expand into this position. Mind also didn't expand into this position, but hold on, there's a nice hidden expansion here for Mind into this position, so really nice job here by him at the 7 o'clock position. And here we have Flash expanding at this location, so the 10-minute mark here is going to be chosen here by both players just to expand, as Flash and Mind are perhaps going to meet up in here. Some siege tanks already sieged up. Flash is now sieging up, going to take out all of those Goliaths, but also taking so much damage in here. And in come the reinforcements here by Mind, but it's just a couple of Goliaths. So the position here of Flash is really good. In come the reinforcements by Flash. So many siege tanks are sieged up in here. Both players are taking damage. Now perhaps Flash is going to try to drop in here, but there's just so many Goliaths in here for Mind. So really nice gameplay here by both players. Really great tactics, as Flash has to perhaps going to pick up some reinforcements from his home. And he's already finished here his expansion. This expansion is also almost ready, but the expansion here from Flash is much closer here to his position, as he's being able to bring those SCVs much faster into it. He is already at 62 SCVs versus the 58, so this barracks is of course going to get sniped. So a small economic advantage here for Flash. And yeah, both players have created a beeline here into this position. These are perhaps the SCVs who are being transferred in here, but this is of course going to take some time here for Mind. Still, Flash has no idea about this one expansion in here, as he's placing here a turret perhaps for scouting purposes. And yeah, both players just sitting here around in the middle of the map. We're slowly but steadily closing in at the 15-minute mark. Not that much action going on, but hold on, here we have Mind. Perhaps he's going to try a push into this position. A drop would be interesting enough. Let's just be very careful with those dropships. Both players once again are trading blows in here, but in comes the drop with those Goliaths. So some siege tanks have been traded. Once again, both players pretty much at the same supply in here. 126 versus the 135 here for Flash. Very defensive gameplay in here. And Flash is perhaps going to try to find a spot in here to drop those units. Let's just see exactly where he's going for. As once again we have this time Mind going out here just to cancel perhaps this expansion attempt. At the same time, this is a nice army move out here by Flash, but he's going to be engaged by so many units here from Mind in the middle of the game. Once again, both players are sieging up. Flash is a little bit surrounded in here, but in the end I think he has more units here against his opponent. So once again both players are hurting each other. Nice micro here by both players. Perhaps he's going to drop into this tank in here, and yes, of course he's going to take it out. So this is the strategy by both players. They're just going to use those dropship with those Goliaths just to drop next to those siege tanks and just deal so much damage against them. For siege tank, if they are sieged up, they can't attack the nearby units in here. So once again Flash is returning home just to pick up some reinforcements, and let's just see where exactly he's going to drop. But hold on, we have a very strong push out here by Mind. Really great job here by him, causing some damage here into the main actually here from Flash. So what a great surprise here for Mind in here, doing such a great move in here. But in the end Flash has to come back. However, his economy has suffered pretty much in here. He's only at 66 workers versus the 72 now for here for Mind. So nice push out here by Mind, and Flash really has to bring a response against this. I wonder if he still does know. Perhaps he did scan this location in here. He still has the middle of the map, but this drop right here really hurting Flash. Now he has to recover, of course, economically, as Mind is at 76 workers versus the 70 here only for Flash. So once again we have an army move out here by Mind in the middle of the map, but the siege tanks here for Flash are nicely spread out. However, he has no vision. This engineering bay giving nice vision here for Mind. And yeah, still let's just have a look what the next step is going to be here. Those dropship harassment very strong in here, as once again Mind is going to bring out some units in here. He's repairing here his dropship with Goliaths with the siege tank, and also transferring some SCVs into this expansion. Flash already having this expansion up and this expansion, and he also decided to expand into this position. However, the economy looking very strong here by Mind. And here we go, another nice drop in here by Flash, sieging up those siege tanks into this position. A nice abusive drop in here by as he's dealing so much flash damage, but in comes Mind with his own dropships in here. However, they're already taking so much damage in here. And now tanks versus Goliaths and Goliaths versus tanks in here. Really great job in the end. Mind is being able to clear this out, as both players once again at the same unit account, and still the SCVs here from Mind, much higher account than his opponent. We have a nice lone Goliath in here with 4 kills already, so this Goliath here nicely being microed here by Flash. Look at that, is being chased by those SCVs, but before he dies he's of course going to kill one SCV or 2, so nice job in here by Flash. But look at that, Flash even coming here with his reinforcements, as Mind might be in some serious trouble. He has to bring some reinforcements in here. He's going to be fighting in the middle of the map with some SCVs even into heat. So really great job here by him clearing this position, but at the same time he's taking so much economic damage here now into this position. So the middle of the map has been established here by Mind, but he has to abandon here this position. So many SCVs will fall in here, as Flash is even going here for that snipe. So nice surprise attack here by Flash. So in comes Mind, but very slowly. He knows that sadly for him this expansion is doomed. He has fallen to 70 workers versus the 68, so he perhaps going to try to deal some economic damage once again against Flash, but Flash already prepared for that with his siege tanks into the middle of the map in here. So really nice snipe here by Flash. So a really important victory. Weapons upgrades 0 to 1 here for Flash. Let's just check Mind, also 0 to 1 in here, as both players are trying to establish the middle of the map. But Flash with those Goliaths really nicely placed in here by him. And yeah, still there's a nice supply depot in here by Mind just to check this location. In comes Mind once again with those dropships. He really wishes to clear these units by Flash, but he's already getting sniped of one dropship, and here comes the drop. Or what exactly is he doing? No, sadly for him he didn't drop that many units, so this was a little bit of a mistake in here by him. Let's just check, does he still have some units into his dropships? No, that was an interesting move here by Mind. Perhaps he just wished to buy time for another drop in here, so it was a little bit of a mistake here by him just coming with those units, and Flash even prepared for this one. He might snipe another dropship or 2, so what a mistake in here by Mind. This could have actually lost him the game in here. So great mistake. It happens, of course, we all do mistakes, as once again players are trading here blows into this position, but Flash is of course having to defend this expansion in here, as this expansion is slowly running out of minerals. Reinforcements are coming in for both players, but sadly Mind with a big mistake in here with those dropships, and many dropships have been even sniped into this position, as once again both players very defensively right now. This is a nice barracks in here, giving vision here for Mind. So yeah, once again things are settling down here a little bit, but then again here we go with another engagement in here, and in comes Mind with those reinforcements. In comes Flash sieging up in here. Many Goliaths, however, so much hurt in here, as Mind with a great army move out. So many siege tanks here by him. Now sieging up in here, of course is going to kill here Flash's reinforcements. So really nice job, giving also vision with those dropships in here. Flash is coming in with his reinforcements, and yeah, let's just have a look. Slowly but steadily Mind is still moving here forward with his tanks against the siege tanks here from Flash, as a nice beeline has been formed. In comes those dropships, in come the reinforcements. Things are settling down. Even now Flash is trying to expand into this position with all of this, and he's bringing his reinforcements. He really wishes to clear this position. At the same time he's cancelling here this expansion from Mind, and in comes the reinforcements here for Mind. Just going to kill this away. So really great game here by both players. So much action going on here left and right, as we're closing in at a 20 minute mark in here. So Flash needs to be careful with this one expansion in here. There we go, he's going to land it of course and repair it, as once again we have a nice army move out here, this time by Flash with those siege tanks not even being sieged up. But look at the supply, Flash already with 150 supply in here, dealing so much damage against killing so many buildings in here, so many turrets. So really great job here by him. Let's just check those upgrades, 0 to 2 upgrades. It's very important to have those upgrades up, and 0 to 2 also here for Mind, as Mind is trying to poke in here into this expansion. but Flash already responding for that with his reinforcements in here. So really nice job in here. Flash should of course siege up really soon, as he's expecting here the army move out here by Mind. And Flash looking even stronger and stronger. They're still both at the same worker count, but Flash on many more expansions here against his opponent. Mind is retreating, he's trying to regroup in the middle of the map. He's going to place here a casual engineering bay. Scans are going out for both players. And let's also not forget that Flash has also sniped here this expansion in here, as he's moving slowly but steadily here forward in the middle of the map. Let's is going to drop perhaps onto those siege tanks, and now he's going straight for this one expansion in here, having so many units in here. Mind in some serious trouble, so many SCVs will fall in here for him. So many siege tanks here for Flash, dealing so much damage here against the economy from Mind. So Mind in some serious trouble. He has dropped to 57, 56 workers. He's trying to counter in here with this dropship movement. His siege tanks are being sieged up very much in the back, but Flash already responding for that, pulling those SCVs, bringing those reinforcements in here, and really great job. But I don't think he has enough. Hold on, so much splash damage is being dealt now, and the reinforcements for Mind here as well. So SCVs are falling left and right. Still Flash at 65 SCVs versus the 51 in here. So Mind is into this position. He will very likely snipe this position, but he will also take out this expansion. So this looks actually all of a sudden very good here for Mind. But in comes Flash once again with his reinforcements in here. SCVs are fighting. Flash is being able in the end to clear this off. Only one tank is being remained in here. So sadly for Mind, this drop was very strong, but it didn't work out, as Flash's expansion are still alive in here. Of course, many SCVs has fallen here for him. Many SCVs have fallen here as well, but the expansion has been killed here by Flash, and Flash should be able to recover much faster in here than his opponent, than Mind. So really nice game. Nice multitasking here by both players, as once again they're going to build up their reinforcements. But look at the supply, 50 more supply here for Flash, as we have a great drop once again here by Mind, this time into this position. But Flash is coming in from the back with his reinforcements. He's being able to snipe this out, and yeah, these things look actually very good here for Flash. And of course that has to be the GG here for Mind. Mind did leave the game. A nice mirror match up here in between these two pro players. In the end, Flash proving way too strong, sniping that expansion into this position, sniping those dropships gave him the advantage in here. So let's just check those stats once again for you guys if you're interested into those statistics. Here we go. Flash is in the brown, of course, and Mind in the white, as I'm going to be clicking left and right once again for you guys. Really nice, even though I'm not much of a fan of mirror games. It is of course Flash and Mind also very strong Terran opponent, very talented, both players from South Korea. So yeah guys, once again I hope you enjoyed this replay. We'll be seeing of course each other in the next replay. This is Tommy signing out.